Indonesia is located between two active tectonic plates, which according to the government saw more than 2,000 natural disasters in 2016. While many residents are already used to natural disasters, the bigger problem is keeping their environment clean. The Tzu Chi Foundation has stepped in to improve the environment through recycling and helping villagers rebuild their lives.
Indonesia is the fastest growing emerging economy out of the 10 Asian countries. However, even on the same island, there is a big discrepancy between the rich and the poor. After leaving the capital and getting away from urban areas, many are living a simple life.
We don't even have a toilet here. We have to go there to wash ourselves, our clothes, and relieve ourselves. For drinking water, we rely upon some neighbors who are better off.
Because of this lack of clean water, many of the residents develop skin diseases and problems with their feet.
Dari kesehatan ini, memang mereka terbatas dengan air bersih.
An inability to solve the problem of clean water leads to numerous health problems. Unfortunately, there is little that many can do, as some who suffer from leg problems can't afford to purchase medicine to treat their illness. Some also have no place to live, as the Tzu Chi Foundation has been active in building new houses.
Wait and see. Do you see the blue roofs over there? We built all 38 of them.
Looking at these blue roofs, all of this was done by Tzu Chi from 2006. The plan began initially in Jakarta and spread outward, with construction meant to help residents live and work comfortably. Over the past 11 years, more than 1,000 houses have been rebuilt, with the location of the most recent assistance being more than 50 kilometers away from the capital.
Before his house was built, he lived in a house on the side here. Now let's walk this way.
Even with the new house, many are reluctant to dismantle or leave their old homes. But after 2 or 3 years, they begin to deteriorate.
Before, living in the old house made me itch every day. Now my body doesn't have the same feeling, as our life is very comfortable in this new home, and I feel very happy.
After implementing this poverty alleviation program for more than 10 years, the racial problems in Indonesia are beginning to lessen. A number of ethnic Chinese have begun to interact with the everyday life of Indonesians.
Before over there by the fish pond, they would simply relieve themselves in the water. But now we are building a toilet for them, and it will also be a place where they can take a bath.
Before there was no toilet, as we would simply use the pond. But when I saw what they were doing over here, I applied with hope of getting a toilet too.
This group of Taiwan businessmen established the Three Wheels Foundation in 2011, integrating the resources of overseas Chinese. Initially, the group working with Taiwan's representative office in Indonesia to help Taiwanese in trouble. After a number of natural disasters, Taiwanese businessmen became involved in disaster relief. In 2013, it helped distribute 200 tons of rice provided by Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Originally, we didn't know how to do this distribution. We couldn't do one bag at a time, and we couldn't just do it on the side of the road. We needed to have some guidelines. So we went to study how Tzu Chi does it, and we saw that they have a booklet and distribute coupons, and only give rice to the residents who receive these coupons.
We hope to show everyone the power of Taiwanese people, and we want to avoid what happened in 1998 with the riots. We want to tell everyone that when Taiwanese people come here, we don't want to just take things from you, but we also hope to live together and show our love for this land.
To continue to do business here, Taiwan businessmen know it is imperative to promote public health. For example, piles of garbage on the streets coupled with poor drainage mean that heavy rains can inevitably lead to flooding disasters. In 2002, a heavy rain resulted in serious surge in the Angka River, leading the capital, Jakarta, to become suddenly flooded, displacing many people. The Tzu Chi Foundation and the Indonesian government cooperate to build 2 Da'ai villages to accommodate more than 1,000 families, also establishing schools and clinics to provide comprehensive assistance to residents.
When we went to establish the clinic, we wanted to protect their health, but because they live next to the Anka River, they were susceptible to tuberculosis and other infectious disease that they simply did not know about.
The Tzu Chi Foundation began to help residents treat their health problems, but for a Buddhist group to integrate into one of the world's largest Muslim populations was not easy. However, Tzu Chi chose to start with education.
Di depan, hop, jangan di tengah. Ya, kalau di sini nyampenya lama tuh.
26-year-old Oman is a Tzu Chi school graduate, moving into the Da'ai village with his parents at the time. After a few decades have passed, he returns to the campus to become a teacher, as he has a deep sense of his mission.
Saya nggak dapat terusin cinta kasih di sini, kemungkinan besar.
Where I used to live before, the environment and the friends were relatively bad. I'm really grateful that I can live in Da'ai village. This led me to learn more things in order to achieve something in my life, as well as make a very meaningful change.
Those living along the Anka River are mostly poor families who have now become self-reliant. Compared to the past, many of their children are now benefiting from advanced education, and their living environment has become neat and orderly. This has impressed the Indonesian government, and the successful model has been used to recover from the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami. A strong earthquake triggered a tsunami which hit more than a dozen countries in South Asia. Indonesia saw more than 170,000 people killed, more than 60 million people become homeless. Facing the post-disaster reconstruction, the Indonesian government and Tzu Chi promoted large-scale towns to house some 3,700 families. These affected residents quickly appreciate this overseas aid and support.
The first 5 years was the most difficult time, and we wanted to lift these children up and use the Da'ai village to pull them out of poverty. If the children could improve, then the parents would also improve as well, following their progress.
In Indonesia, ethnic Chinese have begun to develop deeper roots in the community and overcome the traditional view that their family is the most important. As now they are becoming more involved, this means that their power and spirit can help Indonesians, giving them an opportunity to become reborn and escape from poverty.